Yebedi nkomo ebe wura waso. Ebe fa communication skills so ne wadi nkomo. Ayensema wura wo. Yebe fa nyansa kwan so abiebie niema binum so akyerɛ wo. Yebe kyerɛ de nam so a ɛwɔ sɛ 2028 eduru na ye kɔse ye kwa akoto aba ɛwɔ sɛ wonwene sɛ Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia na ye nipa a obetumi abo ɔman no ama ɔman na fa ne ntoma pafira ye no bedi nkomo hu sɛ MPP abanyoko na ye amanyoko asabio obedi Ghana konwa na otima nsisaye abrabɔ sesa ɛwɔ nipa dasani abrabɔ Reverend Ntim Fojo MP for Asen South so wajira na nan so na wankoda na the member committee a oka ho no wabie nani na already ekoso ewo ho said yede ye ya anom no saa so na yede beye kwasi nom ai saa de yede ye kofi no yede beye ama aba na yede bo tachi no yede bebo ba nuanom ade bia no obetumi si ye nkwan si yebeka no kura kire to me saying truth to the power no nobody can divert that attention and obi bia no obetumi si ye nkwan yes yebeka ya adwene de akire to me yebeka ne nyansa kwan so abo kwase ebe yi afirim yebedi nkomo ebe wura waso ebe fa communication skills so ne wadi nkomo ayensema wura wo yebe fa nyansa kwan so abiebie niema binum so akyerɛ wo yebe kyerɛ de nam so a ɛwɔ sɛ 2028 eduru na ye kɔse ye kwa akoto aba ɛwɔ sɛ wonwene sɛ Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia na ye nipa a obetumi abo ɔman no ama ɔman na fa ne ntoma pafira ye no bedi nkomo hu sɛ MPP abanyoko na ye amanyoko asabio obedi Ghana konwa na otima nsisaye abrabɔ sesa ɛwɔ nipa dasani abrabɔ mu abusuye amanyo no ɛyɛ ni abanya oba ɔkye sika ma wudi o pa me dan na me mo akɔ aba pa ɛna yewia twimasi adi nkra wo so mo akɔ aba amanyo no ɛyɛ ni sɛ obi aba na de ɔde ba yɛ ni sɛ oba no wate bribe de amount no yiska o ha ma no waje na atoka ama panyini bi aye boni dimpa o dabi nya manyo amanchichire eni sebio aban bi oba osise journalist ahodo no tua wonka na wati radio ni TV so e kan sempa e de fa aban no enye ne na amanyo ne se abanyo wa betena konwa so a obedwene se oman no how we na yewom we na ye Sunday special miya enti wa me take part ya wa yira bibi bekam amanyo ne so beba aban mu na obetena ase ne wo hu se how we na da oman no so na obesolve sa o how no yeah amanyo ne se waba na obehwe ohawo ne amane a eda oman ma no so na obeteki that problem na wa build a solution a ebe solve that problem no. That is what we call governance. And in tia there be a ba me catch you say so when to ye am pipi amanyo ko ebedi Ghana konwa wamotrase etoto and this finding solutions are a goal that led to some difficulties and challenges here where your mind no so we say na nature say so we Ghana ni ba na enye wa ankasa wo pese minkuminya die obedi awu die ye de bechew die ye de ba ma wo nko a na wo hwehwe na mom no o hwehwe say collectively equally can say equity ebeba system no mu a there is no other party than that one of MPP up to now because abusia so ye kese ye kan Sabio social interventions eno nedin sesanye ebra oman mabia no se yekese ye trans na ya kenkan ni nyina. My brother, my sister, a party a friend and this almost social democrat. Anka sister Diana only me yes a kuruma from communist. Anka normally the omoya say omona nkomo yes enuma amode emma ahiafo anyone a won ni bie mu to won saa nema no e wo ye man mu ho sa wo kasa wo kenkan a ni nyina no e MPP fo na de buy MPP fo na omona nkomo ye capitalism so enti e kire opefe say saa amanyoko ba kono omo ayira omo nim adwen a enam so mayerete saa party no omo nim omo ne ideology bia omo di akira omo de yeden edi di governance omo de ne say ba ene nam ha ochina ne ebu asi ha ade bechi yase anko ha omo de ne saa na omo bra so na omo nyehwe. So because Gascony TV Muakwaba erudic fishermen without me Muakwaba pa. Abusha meso say mama modrana mon share video no na mon like emfa mame I Mr. Wa say mama modrana like video no na san share e ka ho mame na yenko yanim. Asema mame anasema na meka enena ndisifo enam ha ochina na omo nam ha di omo nim na omo ka omanya japade na omo tonton ni nyina just because and this for point for no amanyo no akoye business amomo omo na manchester no enye se yede kan se ade papa bi beba wa bra bomo na mom no omo amanyo no akwa yese ye rekwan a ye befa so a ye de beye ye busuafo yie ye de beye some group of people ye be mo omo ho ato omo se de beye cartel bia omo no omo edi akire no omo support won omo ye nkwase campaign mo omo wo finance won mo omo ye omo campaign omo ho beto won na oman ma no every day in out ya ho betire yen na sabi we duru se ya ba beto aba na obo beche ye sika kakra bia ya ni aso sa sika no ni akwa akoto aba ye den e di amawo. In fact adene ya say social democrat social democrat your idea we are left wing they can say politicians normally they are behind the poor men only be but here NDC for now they are more than capitalism. They are more than capitalism. Capitalists. They are more than that. And omodin tuma bi akata omo anim edi deceive Ghana for so omo socialist because ebra nyesa and this na ye party a watra Ghana konwa so ache from PNDC NDC ye kani nyina boma out of 67 years ayenya no the NDC has a major percentage in terms of ruling the country. Pesa me catch us a mini transnational intervention papa bia enkrofo we de ba ya enam so ama oman manu ye nyina ya benefit ya won't me mfa won sense bibia so en kan kire me. Yes, you can talk about the decentralization the Yawa Rollins the ba ya ye creative district you can say in terms of what development so we decentralization eboa emma sabio Omani developing 10 because of say you have a different representatives in different districts across the country. Ebenya a personal interest, especially se nipa ni frisa district no ma the interest be say let me develop my area. So me say we free I can't understand the senses of this socialist party Korean DC. They can't know because the school feeding program people na they buy because maternity care you can say the J for the buy a J for the buy MPP because free education can MPP for the buy they can national health insurance MPP for the buy help you can talk about a lot and a lot and a lot mass logger the other for example MPP for the buy but at the end of the day what happened to the mass logger NDC for buyer inside of them are more socialists and come use that they can say initiative for I was saying common or moon farmer or moon to miamba or moon to miam farmer come use Edia creativity, Edia boy before the common Ghanaians they rather took advantage of that to steal. It tells you that they don't care about you. And yet time will be time you bill. When I no budget to money call parliament. Budget to money call parliament. Tell me, dear what budget no more. I think about you common Ghanaian. Don't say Ghana for no. Even Sankamia, no aqua Ghana for the Druba. We don't want to do critical analysis. We don't want to do critical analysis. In Jamaica, such no. Here the budget number Ghana Parliament hono. Who hear me no? Yam find no initiative be a mao. Niamana na nando danko akufo ado te akonwa so a na oya na NDC for say enye good way of governance no they na omo dey criticizing Anado no bebre na omo baaye no a lot of the things that Anado was doing they are even finding it difficult to keep it. Some American children know Yabana Nado not provided the Ghanaians na NDC for two opposition na omo criticizes enye papa no omo no ba by mono it has even become difficult to keep that things on a bit is a light so free SHS way according to sources from September going there are major schools where you have to pay for your child's school. Omodre sanka kra say begu omuntu we maintaining. But you know what is the most funniest part of it? Get the budget number ya twetwe sika e dey man government machinery sa omo make any contribution to the development of the country. Number no eye services eye consume to the state no. And NDC has allocated huge sums of money into those what them call ministerial positions or say bien odwene ho awon te ase e be say fere so usu kwache presika ye twa koma no say onye government spokesperson ni sika ye dia ma no sika no mu eduru even their major campaign promise omo ye di ma Ghana for ma na owunim de sika no ya wi push di akohye ba bia be fa kwan bi so no yase akọ akire ya kogi sika na chadi no Ghana ni na osi onwene no yase atwa 11 o Ghana ni na wa ya adwe se wonwene no ya di 11 ayedan adeceive ya di betting tax ayedan adeceive say aban ne baaye no social intervention I would buy and say chacha so faso ehun to o ye firi ho enti bonse ma ban ai chacha ehun faso eso to ye free ho enti bon sem ma aban no but was ya wo ho bo sem ma aban because of say wayi chacha some faso to free ho when ye dia wo presi no now we are making allocations of $400 million to Sami Jamfi so on fan koto gold abra ye den ye njim faso free say ska no so e wani age bro, we are in the hands of criminals. We are in the hands of criminals. We are in the hands of people who don't really care about you. You see, it is very sad to say you can't say the intention of the NDC is just to win power. But after winning power, they lack the knowledge to use the state resources in a manner say a bit to benefit everybody. They lack that knowledge. NDC, PNDC, Rollins Bresso. Rollins Traco for 20 good years. Under the military rule, nobody was there to contest what he wants to do. That there was no opposition. In fact, the parliament, or can I say ministerial, state ministers are not making decisions. What they take, decisions that they take, just kick on without anybody coming to contest them. But then they see and they say, even though they were having the absolute power, I'm a cancer mucho. Uko abrofo emaya hodo developing na. The majority of the big initiatives, the big pushes are omoye ya edi oman no ko gina mpempenso bi a etimi pushi oman no ema omo develop to we bi omo adronomia. It all happened under the dictatorship. Ema obi fanka omo broni me kan jo say democracy omo boa democracy ya de pa. Kalima me can be at the part. But democracy reduces or what? Democracy can say does not help in terms of development. Because when you are a person develop now one question who are party with the same NDC or more opposition, they will not allow you to go on. Said the money MPP are buying. But the American same which though. The American same which I want to say. Abrofo bra omunya to me. Bra a nipa binum nya to me and no absolute power. No more decided everything by themselves. Na obia contest obono. They took advantage of that time to do the major project and na manoso na omo eye de omo ye. But Muya PNDC Jerry John Rodensa osi oba ama obia ni obia ye peno. He had time on the throne, on the government seat, without any challenges from anywhere. But we are even common drainage system. Common drainage, proper drainage system. Drainage system a uhunu wa bruchiri ha ye adwuma oti ufie ukuja wona ya presi ana ekor enye na ye o. It is time of those men who had the absolute power. They took decisions and they started building everywhere. What them call pipelines produce across the whole Europe. Those things were built under the time whereby one person was on the throne and there were no challenges. But Yemia Rollins Nyani to me, no. You see what I'm not doing now? What was thinking of is to go after men who were doing well in their business. Sami Jasmine and Makwaba. Yemia Rollins, Onya said to me, no. What he did was to go after rich men, men who were doing well, businessmen, stable business. To destroy them because he was envying them. This is the character of these people. This is their character. This is your mobile buying. Every successful person is a thief. Enipa bi a wo edan bi si baabi. Enipa bi a wo ye business bi na wo na mekoso ye bia no. To the NDC, you are a thief. But maye omo abai na anu anda omo betena abai mu amanfo etoto dan ahodo esum bebreba na nkrofo esu no position na enya hwio ni nyina ne se come the one, because many of them depend absolutely on politics. And guess what, many of them, they absolutely depend on politics only. Eti na ọmọ ahyase ẹna ampifo ye payment so a ẹna ampifo ye sika amode ma ye nso a ẹna montoto ye katuam ye ho kire ye ẹna hwan but one day we in opposition, Mama Elizabeth me makwa papa, one day we in opposition, they never told you say they were coming and they wanted a better payment. They told you, say, they were coming because they wanted to come and manage the economy better, for you to live well. Ebani say na no mobile power, omo asese omo anu say, omo akatu omo je, ene wo form. Utebe pa. Ebani say, ene na omo nya tumi ni wiye no. Omo asese omo anu say, omo akatu wo form, enti ento omo akatu. This tell you directly say, the intention of the so-called the NDC leadership, NDC politicians, and they say, let me join politics to enrich myself. I have nothing to offer. Knowledge, I have no better knowledge to support the development of the country, but I just want to join politics. Said the make me take advantage of my power to enrich myself and my family. A buying contract in Kwan or Mobepayo. A buying contract, I don't buy a pie. And then you know what? When the leadership, say leadership, bro, the government, you know, Ankasano. Say, Bani say, or no Ankasa with interest in what? In winning government contractor. What happens? Conflict of interest. Enti adiana ne boy fine for about 15. Already Yahuna Mane. You see why I like Dr. Bawumia? You see why I like MPP? Because MPP believe in what? In capitalism. So the government machinery will be in power, executive will do their job, and they will help the private people to win contract from the government, enrich themselves and create job. But the year will say the conflict of interest in a bomb. And sometimes in Bissau will say, Tengana Fokra, are we ready for a rare politicians to lead us? Are we ready to have to have a transparent president? Are we ready to have a president onye nipa bi otete edomu? Ana onye say we intimate man say we, because many of the people now on the social media are criticizing Nanado because he considered every Ghanaian as a Ghanaian. No matter the color of a party that the party said that you well. No matter your tribe. No matter what. Yeah, no matter your tribe, no matter, your ideology. Nanado considered everybody as a Ghanaian. In fact, many NDC people benefited from the MPP government, which is the way that a governance must be done. Are we ready as Ghanaians to have a president who is not selective but actually opens up to bring everyone, each and every Ghanaian on board? Are we ready for that? Because said the nanado ye nyina chi, said the nanado ni MPP aban ye nyina chi, spending the state funds, state resources equally on the people. Now you consider that as bad governance, because me radio presenters or multi TV show more criticizing Nanado. Their problem is that Nanado did not give them money to chop. Kwasi ampanyi na price out ATM na odi Nanado atem na o disgrace MPP na semi na se yedi ejalo. Adidi jano enye se bia ya man nyema boa ye no. Yamfas yamana nye sika personal yenni. Captain Smart kwasi asema odi ni organ ogusu odi MPP fo atem nyina ne se ne breso ya nche ni sika. Amodoso Tony Hill jo say Johnny Hui jo say hwana akwa na ene NDC for sponsor na say onko holidays because waboa amampi NDC awene power. All these people were after money. Nana Jantwa, that guy in Ishra FM. He said, the oil beyond because he has been paid. But that is the way it's supposed to be. And you can say, I'm buying interest, and pajasikam, that is corruption. Mami Afro Mwakwa, Pami Monica, you're welcome. Amamono, and you say me Jessica, me Jessica, the Ababecho. With the Sike Babecho, that is not what we call governor. Abayo, yes, I be corrupt. And I think, say, Ghanaians, we are not ready for a real politicians with a clean mind leadership. We are not ready because we see those people as a bad man because they don't dash money. Hey. It is because Nanado was not giving money to people like that. This is because the finance minister then was not giving Ghana money to the people. Just like that. It's a maxing again. We Ghanaians ourselves, are we ready for a clean heart or clean-minded politician to lead us? Or we are ready for corrupt entities, persons to lead us? So that is why I'm telling you and I keep on telling you, say, if you want your country called Ghana to move, you cannot turn your back on the untimi nine wani, untimi nine wachi, and man people amanyokono. Untimi nine wachi man people amanyokona who expect to say there will be something better from the NDC. Because anything that they do, it is just for some individual's interest. Yes. Only for themselves. So it is a time, say, Yankasa no Ghana for the better say. Yeah, assessment. What do we? I really want to do a poll where I want to understand what Ghanaians really, what are the expectations of Ghanaians towards a leader, a president, just to understand what Ghanaians really need from a president. Because say Abaimba, no more free SHS, now build school infrastructure across the whole country. Abaini 11,000 kilometers of road. Abaini initiative a project of Agenda 111. Abaini making sure say he's implementing your school system to make sure say you get a critical thinkers. Abani make sure say he will empower the new people, the youth in the system with education. Now you consider ni nyina say nya de pa. Na mbom do kono na ne boa ye dena. Then I ask myself, what does the Ghanaian want from a government? Yeah. Because me no nyina ye nimo. Sa brochire ha ya yeti. Sa obeko employment office. Say o kwa register wo ho. Na wa hwehwe adwuma. The first thing that we ask you is about your education level. Na ye abrochire anko a ya ankase yura mahama nso pon bere bi kan kire yen say the youth in the country lack the skills to get job. Which means to say education is the basis of life. It's the basic of life. Education is the basis of life. Without that, you cannot go anywhere. But Ghanaians, once again, we decided to say, education, no, we don't care. But what we can is say, Dokonobo ebeyefo. And Chinambo ebeyefo. So, ene mahama baye banchibo akofo. Ena yewura mahama baye enti dokono no. Ya me brapa nyine me hoye pa, me yokono me hoye pa. Banchine ne bono akofo. Frighton no enko fomo eda suti na ba bi egina. Pa bi kure kona nim because na dollar no kona nim. You have to understand, sir. During campaign, people who don't talk about the real situation, it's not about bread and butter. It's not about bread and butter. Government business is a very serious business. Agenda to develop a country is a very serious issue. Abanya utimima identity, authentic identity, only for voting. Sadie we unko senka Ghana for mumu say MPP amanyo kone the only party that can help you. And this if what kept on issuing what? The voting identity, because any day they must to do it by force. And yes, sir, omu nyeni pa mayen koto aba mo medi Ghana for so. But an issue of a national security purposes. The issue of say yebe unkwa yabefa so ayebeche o minor japade no obia nya bi. Enti hia se yebenya bibi e kire nipa omo wo man number bi omo tie de omo abrabo omo na asefo no de. And this if they not take it serious. They plan several times to do it. But NMC kadin to omo ntumi anye. MPP came in power and he was able to implement that and issued what? Billions of what? National ID card. Juma. Even the national security. At the same time, to me, even the voting system. Now, what did our people do? They came in and they did not consider that. These are never be a sabio. So to me, critical thinking. Now, Julie Qua Chilifa, a man yone, a mamoni, a man chichre. I was saying, into me, my back mind, they said, no, this party thinks about the people. This party thinks about the well-being of the country. But yet, one aba, I kojo ponkurma ye kromfo, ne ajiatum, yet one aba, I akufado, every agana sikanyina, ne ajiatum, yet one aba, kufo, wasisa gana go do nyina de akwakoche, ne ajiatum. Etwani aba kinoforiata wa boga na krono se yetwa abati yesi sese de gabi ocheda ko osesaga na sika na tise nsuo ne edi ntro na yeso edi echi na ebu etinko ne de adwene di agoro every day Why? Allegations without even evidences. Need the chain no more say man. Ebraso so we Ghana nia. Obama wa adwena ye adwuma. Na be you who free the short memory association num. Na obama o man no nkanko no abeye your thought. Now be a critical point of view, no, they make decisions on when you go on the ballot papers. Because me, hey, free education or one should have me or one uncanny directory. Say or more tremuno. Fatu Timu say or more trem. Hey, within short term, any Juma BM school feeding program within short term, any Juma BM national health insurance within short term, any Juma BM. Or something as you say. Enipa na ochichere to ho no anu nim kwanya obefa so amana adaso achichere na kitem enipa na opra na ye no owonim de o kwan obefa so be masa ade na akoso but obi obeto ye no he don't understand the sacrifices that the MPP does to maintain these social interventions. Abusia mama yemfa segment we ene do minor dying cocaine coast. No. Yento asuna yenko yanim na yenko what is going on. Apras, pasyampany ni Apras, ehu abasem. Na ayasemo. Abusya yanto basi na tie video we yi pa. Papa we ka say we a na yedi nkomo bi. Tie.
So what the people here want to know about to be that is ya no. E be do what the be here. You dey go from what the be here. Oh yeah, Yawa nkasa. The church video I mean I support Paul Adomachi. I watch his program. I think that he's doing very well. I'll continue watching him. But I need to put your assembly out on Yanokar, and that is what I want to address. I say market 200,000 people baby that they call your project and so on Yanokar. Buying why there all the 275 districts like constituencies no Obama Ubia Sika the one share education aban why the just kind of share education or constituency so you cannot or MP no and made for instance of district assembly where the many district education director and yatna say he decided there young koya afanse for school no washroom amount we have to take so at all dine no bunyina pa school dine tian ko bodo yanko abanko yanko hwe school no last year campaign go to suma school no yensu and this the minimum say MP na kakra nyi wo ma need to me here the board of constituency no okay chi but say the year 6 months be ba one bro school from what the food no water so we here gba egwani I was 8,000 Ghana the MP na give this car the school from what the food no and I buy say them stay on district direct the assembly direct education director for no na yen nyina yen chance ne yen hyehyɛ ne fa dem sika me fa yen puntujuma nti ka de plus ba ka diska sika ya kan do on my aban so obaba wo but on my at some of the kan ye de obi an boy ne wana afeso a yen hwɛ dem sika no adza ya de ye yen nyina yen betena se yen boy we were he dem sika no 200,000 you the year then and na ye ka se pamaze for we games we yen sika wada mo 5,000 one fan to su na de ma from asa na amasa to JC na de don fan ko ma winners no it these are enyama or support education MP niska onto me yada menyama no it aban say ye bed ni fi MP no do aban na kasa support MPs no so ask for accountability the niska no they did go Paul yan ye de no kwara na make actual usar the more central them 200,000 on so yan ma kire ni achero it yan be yin yan ka niska no 500,000 and then we catch you go for there aban 500,000 on obey we because we were them scan on but this is how that had obi amra ye be den they know me into my small car they say plus no I need more them scan me here more to be able to develop my constituency na creature in 4 years no Paul uncle Baba Gumano you will be proud of what your brother has done in the constituency into no we are in to build build, not to develop. Them can make them EKG. They can actually on my input. Maramina, be a Yama Baby. I come cool. What do we see ICT center? ICT center. One put in market the minimum 10,000 Ghana cedis. A crop or ICT center, minimum 100 bags of cement. Where you do baby, I have to support them. And Mr. Bayan for them scale and I want to support them and them scale. And I will just continue doing what I do in the constituency, helping my people. My whole life is dedicated to Gumwa, the Gumwa Beye, whether I buy this kind of ammo, they are going on. And I buy you from there, I'm not supporting in the things that will be a better miska, very 2 million Ghana. Now, a virgin road, now the catch you over there. But I get 200,000 politics here, politics here, politics here, the cancer. I know you wish that I succeed. You all never kind. I'm your hope 3 months me. Now be telling her there by 4 years time no. Now Kwame plus. On your hope and but I say let me show.
Kwame A plus. Kwame A plus. Mahama boy. Hey, independent candidate. Normally, independent candidate in parliament, they are supposed to be the most powerful people. Yes, Temiyepa. Independent candidate in parliament. Normally, no, they are the most powerful. Normally, no, they are the people nka. I'm fighting for the people already because they don't belong to any party. But you see this greedy bastard. Kwame Plus. I mean, funny picture. I don't know her name. So I was saying, we are watching space. Jimmy, he has forgotten the reason why he went to the parliament. Jimmy, Abembebom, Abenkesebebom. And the Saben now say a bebom no, a beboma mawo, also. I call we quote parliament. Onye bibia apart from say all praise John Mahama. I call quote parliament. On my challenge bia in anything. The oil and say praise Nura Mahama ya dear and John. Hey, who Kwame Plus one no den in everywhere, criticizing everybody, everything. And you go through parliament, you are praising and you are jubilating and you are everything that John Mahama does, you support it. Jimmy, independent candidates are the most powerful in parliament because they speak their mind. And one way, Kwame Plus me show come. 2028, you will lose your seat. You will lose your seat. Boys, you know, as I saw Mwatra on China, Sikama or Mudi, I'm going to say they will save you in your constituency. No, bro. Because I mean, the reason why people voted for you in your constituency was not to go and support NDC. Because some Crofona only or more yellow. They have been under the leadership of the NDC for many times and they saw no change. So they thought to say, with your identity as a citizen of the place and being also individual minded, you could have helped them more. But what did you do? You've gone to the parliament, and what you did is to show your knowledge to the NDC because you went there for your stomach. Jimmy, you went there for your stomach. That presentation now, there is no sense in it. Because some nam swema muba bon tembe kasaya no. Enipa na oka asem no. Enye se no kan wan kese wakwa akodi sikadi. And one can't say, yeah, the sika base jisika na di. Now he gave an explanation, say, a strategy that you want to adopt to get money and make sure say you can win the next elections from your constituencies. Video no ha. Thanks to God, thanks to YouTube, thanks to Facebook, thanks to the social media, we talk with evidence-based issues. Paul
have decided.
Paul Adomochre, and the same way Babontain. Now, Paul, that's some no bekayano. It is quite different from the presentation that you came in to make. Paul catch the Ghana for say. One now do one kobo NDC amoye the majority amosanfra mo supreme leadership no. Based on research amaye kire say. Modoso enti bebre no mo anye den mo anya ministerial positions enti mo nya sika na mo de aye den a convince mo constituency no mo ato abama mo 2028 enti sa na tie de a aban ne mfa kwam bisna won kreti na muntumi lutu na mo ahye na kire mo tumi yusu sa sika no e dia maintain mo constituency no Paul Adomochre can say and this aban e di 200,000 amamo say monjin fanhye mo bottom direct or explain say a strategy amo abe doctor enti the oba ye obeka ye no it was just to confirm what Paul Adomochre said because the DC ya oti ukurum ho no oyen DC ni you know the plan now there yenti Paul
that every quarter they will make sure that there's some in the Ministry of Finance have decided that every quarter they will make sure that there's some paperwork, some process to give every member of parliament, hear these viewers, 400,000 cedis of the taxpayers' money every quarter. This is what we just hope that is not true. Now this is how they started. They said Akufo-Addo was a thief, that Akufo-Addo was corrupt, Akufo-Addo was this. For the 8 years that Akufo-Addo was president, did you ever hear him go to parliament and say, pay parliamentarians 200,000 cedis to do a get fund project, and on top of that, pay them 150,000 cedis to supervise the project? Akufo-Addo was using get fund proceeds to educate people, including Justice Zu Npo Nie, the Deputy Attorney General. Let me say it again. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, former president of Ghana, was using the get fund resources to educate Ghanaians from all walks of life. Whether you are blue, you are red, you are Akan, you are Gan, you are Mosi, you are Dagomba, you are Mampusi, you are Kusasi, you are Sisala. Akufo-Addo was using get fund money to educate Ghanaians abroad, including Justice Zu Npo Nie, who is today the Deputy Attorney General. That's what Akufo-Addo was doing with get fund money. Guess what the NDC, who don't like corruption, who said Akufo-Addo is a thief, is doing with get fund money? They are paying 250,000 cedis to MPs, members of parliament, 250,000 cedis, that they should take the money and do a project, daycare center, library. Then they are giving them 150,000 cedis to supervise the project. All together, guess what? They are giving them 400,000 cedis in total. And so it fits into the rumor that we have heard, that they are planning. This is the righteous NDC, the clean NDC, anti-corrupt NDC. Salatu Fosen is going to collect some of this money. Look at Okudzeto Ablakwa here. Ablakwa, you were shouting on everybody that they are corrupt. You mounted a platform against Brian Achampon that he's corrupt. The committee listened to you and they canceled the thing. Congratulations. You mounted something against now you are going to take 400,000 cedis into your pocket for all the money you have at foreign ministry. Honorable Ablakwa, but why? All the money you get at foreign ministry, you are going to fleece the taxpayer of 400,000 cedis again. Then you are going to use it. The protest you do at your constituency, I don't know what's more expensive than this. Can't you stand up for once? Can't you stand up for what you believe in, Ablakwa? In thy light we shall see light. Can't you stand up for what you believe in? The so-called anti-corruption that you say you believe in. Can't you rise up in parliament and say, Mr. Speaker, I will not take this money? Can't you do that? You cannot do that. You are fleecing the taxpayer of 400,000 into your pocket. Oh boy, NDC. Is that the change we want? Is that the change we voted for? Is that the Ghana we want? That the so-called corrupt Akufo-Addo took the get fund money and gave it to Ghanaians to go and study abroad, including Zu Npo Nie, who admitted at his vetting that the get fund funded him. You think the time the get fund was funding him and he was a lecturer, they didn't know that he was NDC. They knew that he was NDC. But Akufo-Addo said it doesn't matter. Whether it's NDC or it's NPP, doesn't matter. Take him abroad. After Zu Npo Nie went abroad, he came to teach at the Faculty of Law. He has imparted many students. He's a fantastic lecturer. His PhD was aided by Get Fund because he's a Ghanaian. This is Akufo-Addo. They said he was corrupt. Ablakwa. Now the Get Fund money, they are not giving it to Ghanaians anymore. They are taking to parliament and sharing it for their people. So Okudzeto Ablakwa should bow down his head in shame. After standing on the high horse of anti-corruption, you come to parliament in first 3 months, you are collecting for... Listen to the ridiculousness of this. give them 200,000 to go and do a project. You, the MP, you take 200,000, you go to your constituency and start building a project in your name or whatever it was, in your constituency name, your father's name, mother's name, and the party's name, party chairman's name, constituency. You can do it however you want. Now, when we are giving you taxpayers' money to go and do the project, say a library, we are also giving you money to supervise it. What is the meaning of supervising it? What does it mean? Supervising it means what? You are building a house for yourself and your constituents. We are giving you the money. It's not your money, our money. We must also pay you to supervise it. This is what NDC have brought to Ghana. 8 years of Akufo-Addo, we never heard this. Never did we hear this in 8 solid years of Akufo-Addo. That the most demonized president in Ghana because of a Black West press conferences. A Black one. He's taking 400,000 of taxpayers' money to pocket it. And they are going to do that every quarter from what we hear. I sincerely hope that is not true. A+ is the one who surprises me the most. A+, he shocks me the most. A+ was sitting on UTV every Saturday. I was watching. I don't miss that UTV program. Hey, I don't miss it. I can imagine A+ sitting down at the UTV program and this story has broken. And he said, I'm a train now. In kwasi assembly and meeting to parliament, no crime in TV, and I'm a train. What I say ever? Yes, the MP behind 200,000 on Franco the constituency. Orienso, I yes, man 150,000. No Franco no, answer what's my name by the guy's name. Kodo Sheldon says, it bust my mind. A+ at then and I'm Ghana for Sikasa. Ghana for Sika now, what can one sem no. What was not parliament and I would do 400,000. What to be that? I mean, what is this? What is this? And Franklin Kude is quiet. Everybody is quiet. Everybody is quiet because John Mahama is our friend. NDC have come, so we're happy. Really? We too, we love John Mahama, but we shall not be quiet. We love Ghana more than we love anybody. We love the flag. We love the flag. We love the flag more than we love anybody. We love the flag. We will not allow this. What is the meaning of this? Can't we go to charge against this? Look at some. Look at honorable. So why? Honorable meaning the entire parliament they really 400,000 every quarter. I can work to Kumi. Is that why we sent you to parliament? What is this? What is this? What is this? And the finance minister brings a bill to parliament nicely. Mr. Speaker, every member of parliament should get 250. And can you imagine that view? You are cancelling free SHS. Something that there will be no free SHS will be from what we are hearing. Free SHS is gone. You go to prison, you pay full cost recovery. They say category A schools will pay fee. You are taking the money that Akufo-Addo gave to the people and you are putting in your pockets. And you said Akufo-Addo is a demon.
Yes, until Abushe. Asema video ame bochile ofese April say for Adumoche say Jessica. In this video, for Adumoche did not say April Jessica, but to say a plana NDC for afa. Se kwan ombefa so a ombema MPs na omonya ministerial positions no omobenya sika na omo atumi dia ye elections adwuma ama omo anwene power in 2028 ntino ye betwa 200,000 Ghana cedis e de amomo bosumi miensa bia in the name of say omo mfa nkoye project e wo mu constituency ayama osasika na wie no na yasan amo 150,000 aka ho say je na faye den ehwe adwuma no so mane nko na wie ye. It's obvious say aban timi nkese mafasika edema MP without not giving a reason for that. And if any create no April, why NDC Nintentem Krama Niema? The issue of say Yama a reason of giving that money no, and if any create no. Enti sa create no in the parliament, the NDC MPs are in the majority. They will pass it. Omo pass we are. And when I friend loot no, Abra state funds. Ebe direct sika akogu MPs na account to. I want to find a loot no. Ebe gumu we are na ya frey hu ache na ya che. I want to find a share. So what A+ came in to say no, say we banyansafo, it does not tell you nothing more than say wababe confirm say eye nokure. Say the NDC president John Mahama and then nkrofo atrasia hu say e wo say ye ntimi wi a man sika mfa ma ye MPs no no mo mfa nhya say nye election project election winning elections plans omo constituency because you omo nyina enenya ministerial appointment. And it's obvious to say sadly we MPP phone timi nye bibia man emfa ho because majority carries the vote. Omo the parliament ebe pass because A+ will vote for that. And on top of that, no, and yes, 1 year never says no. Every 3 months they are going to get that money. But you know what Akufo-Addo was doing? Akufo-Addo was using that money to build infrastructures, to pay for the free SHS, to pay for the feeding programs in the schools. And the identity of mobile and so one person or more the infrastructures across the district. Omo use the same mechanism, the same methodology. Now omo fanye mpuntujuma wo schools ahodo onum. Na mom no ye ba baye in the name of an MP. Obanyansafo ebunu be ta ye nka nasem. Na de ebe mo hu se no kore. Se asem na poradomo chire ka no e no kore ne se A+ ankasa akotena TV so aka magana fo nyina te se Sika ya demand no so as an MP. So they need more money. Which means the NDC majority, the members of parliament, the ruling party, no, are complaining to the president on the fact to say they need more money to make sure so they maintain their seat in 2028 election. It's a video.
It means that in 2020, for instance, no, adia me green hun nyina ne sama solve will be problem amano. It makes me so happy.
Tio, ureti haye pa. Se oti asema Pollard motion kaye. Any confirmation A+ de baye. Na uti asema A+ kan haya. Tieni yo, ebe chiro say the issue of say MPs no enni sika no. Eye nkomo mo di ne dan mu. The People's Project. It was just to help people. It mean me want to say a issue. Me what was somebody I want to solve it. So long as me names idea way ebe boa nipa na want to do it. But parliament agreement aketiano so nye. So what enyo. Tio o say parliament agreement na aketiano nye. Enti we complainer one complaining to the president and the finance minister. So how can we get the money?
Yes.
It's
too much. And yeah, we no now could have 15,000.
Well, you have to be
and yet, because me turn over for 2020. And one of these days, I'm going to make my bank statement public. So me turn over for 2020. It means that in 2020, I was making a lot of money. The amount of money I was making in 24 hours now. It also say I could train a demand of parliament in a month. And this, I'm talking about my savings, like my savings account. It's not like the money that I was making in a day. It also say I could pay a demand for 30 days.
Ajuma Ben and Aquaway, I know more than 150,000 a day. And true. And you know what? You know, so this guy became a kind of a loud mouth in the media. And the can be in favor of the NDC. So these are the people who were benefiting from the NDC when they were in opposition. We Nama hama tresi kamani di. Tako we. Ni tresi kamani di sa onkasa. Onye de wo krom. Onse Akufo-Addo dini. So that's why she's making a lot of money. But what I want you to understand is the fact say A+ baha. Ebeka Ghana for say sika MP for no nya no so no. Ekire wo say eye complainer omo aye ewo eye kan say MP NDC maintenance no amode akoto president nanim ama president na finance minister nate and omo create a way to make sure say some problems na MPs na the bad on be solve. So I want to ask A+ again, asama pola too much the kan ya Polado chiri di intro no. He no di intro. Moreover, I want to tell you something. Say what your video now. RAZ did not talk about the fact that say your mom 150,000 every 3 months. So mom fanko is supervising. And when you mana omobeyeno. One can want him. He not talk about that. Why? So be a casem now babe obekasa abekre the air. I think say you take everything and you talk about everything. But the RAZ did not talk about the fact to say they were going to earn 150,000 additional as a means to supervise the project. This tells you, say, they lie and they will always like to lie. Now, Abusia me don't be here. Yes, me don't be here because Breko, they haven't a book. I haven't a boss now. We have more to do. But the message is a me. I have just one request from you. This time about life for I believe say many of you munya notification. This is because there is an issue that I don't understand. And the message say am I free so don't see notification by no so. Na abeye possible say me ba life for ubenya nkai bose maba na what to be join. So one phone sends notification by no so me ba unya den unya notification say maba, and it will be very sad to say me ba life na unya a way to join the program. Intimacy was a mounsa enko adoma no so na sabio yen get back to where we were. Said the beya me ba life pe also benya nkai boss maba na be join na me no nyina edi dwumadie no abehyehyɛ so kama. Sanso na nne na your first time na wapie mu ewo platform we so a mesi asrew say manko without not subscribing. Enti fa unse si adoma no so na sanso fa unse si subscription button no so na subscribe. Said the beya me ba life wa benya notification na wabe join e. Abushe hi RAZ Media GH. Ewo YouTube and I'm more live on so ewo Kennedy Ajapon Jr. on Facebook. Abushe to me frɛ na watch wadwen mesre ofra na waye ne tietia ebreko na yatumi ayeden atwitwa so ntentem na yakope baabi ada ochina yebesan ababiem esibo aten me nsam chia opa kwaku ofori ada me chia maami dana me chia yie pa Grace don kom chia twumasi edinkra me chia. That's not Haj Ahmed Tijani Sakande me chia yie pa ya maami Joyce Nelson me chia Lord Boate me chia ena maami ni maami retapia wonso me chia Khalif Jabe me chia Tony Eboa me chia yie pa maami Estakeba di maami chia Nuya Panyin Samodo Kuno me chia yie pa Mami Afro me chia yie pa ya mami Elizabeth Echa me chia Sister Monica me chia yie pa Nuya Evans Ankama me chia yie pa ena erudite fisherman I'm a fisherman me chia Gascony TV me chia pa chachi abusuamfo nyina ebe ma